ton of sand, so that's my 1 ton for today. We seem to be getting through these trailer fulls of aggregate and sand. Right, better go down and help. Busy day. Where I'm standing, we're going to dig out a big soakaway. So that's the plan for this morning, hence I went and got some more sand. Oh, I'll be having my own beach.
I couldn't wait for the guy who's bringing his 15-ton excavator in to dig out this soakaway, basically because, well, he hasn't turned up for one, and also we've got to get all of these drains in so we can get ready to backfill all the soil when needed. So without this drain done, we can't put the soil up against the wall. So I'm going to get this dug now. I'm down quite far. Little machine is doing quite well. I'm going to just turn around to the other side in a minute, but this is where my first drain, we filled it in yesterday already, goes up to that corner, and then the second drain here is going to go all the way up to where Floki is going to be, and they're two French drain soakaways. So this isn't rainwater off the roof or anything like that. It's purely water that will collect up against the back of the garage or these retaining walls, and then hopefully end up down here instead of making it all muddy up there. Yeah. All right, hold it tight. You got it?
Got it.
So we've just put this line on across this wall, and Julie's going to paint on the black bitumen paint up to that line, because that's where the soil will hopefully go up against, and then above that line will be a nice creamy or whitey sort of render that we're going to do all the different walls in that.
I might be a professional by the time I get to the last one. I'll get my waterproof on while Ian's finishing off his digging. So this black paint I'm going to be using on the wall, it's the waterproofing paint that I used when we first built all the retaining wall that's part of the garage, and I've got quite a lot of it left over. So it's not going to waste. I'm going to treat all this wall following the chalk line that we've just put on. Let's go see what Ian's been up to while I'm painting. Oh, you're there. It's a man in a hole. Oh my gosh, the donkey's going crazy.
Right. This is as big as I'm going to dig it. I could dig it bigger, but I don't think there's a need. So I just need the white fabric, and then we're going to surround it all. I'm not putting it in the bottom because the theory here is that any silt that does get in, if I have fabric underneath, it'll get trapped by that fabric. So I'll just line it with concrete blocks, put the fabric all around the side and on the top. So that will stop the silt getting into it, but allow, if there is any silt, just to get out underneath and won't rest on the fabric. If you can pass it me, that would be great.
I might leave you in the hole. Wow, it's a good deep hole, Ian.
Well, it's about 1.5 meters, I think. So.
Yeah, okay. You're living dangerous, Floki. You're living on the edge. So funny. Right. He's stuck. Now, do I be a nice wifey and get you a step ladder?
Oh, just go, it's getting hot. Great escape.
Oh. I'm just going to leave you there. The dogs are digging behind.
Sun pit.
A sun pit.
Come on, Float, save me. Pull me up. Pull me up.
No chance.
Tail. Where's the tail gone?
He's tucked it under. Oh, I'll be good. I'm going to go and get the step ladders.
Come on, it's a bit heavy for you, aren't it? Down, 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 down. Oh,
Whilst I was finishing the wall, Ian's been coming backwards and forwards with the mini skid, collecting broken cement. Well, concrete. One way to get rid of it, Ian. Wow.
This is all from our son's swimming pool.
Project.
Yeah.
We've broken up all his old concrete pad where he wants to put a swimming pool. But it's not going to waste, we're reusing everything. It's hard work shifting all this sand. Right then, another bucket full of sand ready for Ian for the drainage pipes. He's down there, he's just dragged 2 more drain pipes over so we can get that done. And if I was one of Ian's Makita batteries, I'd be down to 1 blob of charge. Oh, feeling tired today. Okay, gotta get this finished. Ian's just gluing that pipe to the next one while I hold the weight. Pipes all in, and we're now just back, pushing the soil back over where we've been.
much else now because I basically need the 2040 gravel, and it's past 4 o'clock and the quarry shuts at 4. So we'll wait for tomorrow morning. Julie can go straight off to the quarry and get another ton of that, and then I can fill the top of the soakaway and just fill in all those little gaps where the concrete's left big gaps. And it also allows the soil then to settle on top without dropping down and filling in the soakaway gaps that you actually need for it. So we will see you first thing in the morning and get all that gravel in and finish off that soakaway, and then start on shifting some of this soil into the places we actually want it. I think we'd get this much done this week, but we have to take advantage of this really good weather. It's just been sunny, nice all the way through. Rain is supposed to be threatening for this evening. So we've done all of the waterproofing of the retaining wall. We've done all the French drainage, covered it in gravel, extended that with more concrete, and now we've extended the drain out to the new soakaway pit. And that's what we're just doing this morning. Well, I was going to do with the skid steer is get some more 2040, the bigger gravel, and just put a nice coating on top. Then we'll fold over the geotextile and then cover it all up. So by the end of today, it won't look like we've actually dug anything into the field, and we'll be safe for in case it rains again.
Yeah, those trenches, they're 12 metres out from
a little longer, about 15 metres. So what's that, about 45, 50 foot? So with a little mini digger, it took 15 minutes. And now the skid steer,
that's unbelievable.
Until you have it, you don't realise you can't do without it. It has just been, that's why the track came off. We've been using it so much up and down on all these stones.
That
and
is a game changer. That skid steer.
Julie was a bit sceptical about it.
Well, I'd only ever seen little flimsy ones here in France.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's not much use. But this skid steer, trust me, it's fantastic. We've used it so much, and
it's just saved our backs.
Yeah.
The only thing is that we'd love to have a tipper trailer just to be able to get rid of all the stuff out the trailer.
Oh, please, my hamstrings from shoveling all that gravel.
Yeah, that's the only flaw in the plan at the moment.
Yeah.
But right, we're going to finish off our coffees. Julie's going to eat her croissant because she didn't want all crumbs around her mouth. And we're going to get on with this gravel and get this done.
I'm not having any. I think we've put as much gravel in as we need, the 2040.
Probably too much. Yeah.
And true to form, the dogs have come to inspect.
Video.
Just one more block to go on. That's inside our French drain coming out. Now it's technically it's 4 high, so it's going up to where I painted yesterday, that black line. So that's the height, our finished soil height. And it has a lid that concrete lid, so you're able to take it off and inspect inside there just to make sure it's not blocked. But yeah, we've got a lot of ground to build up still.
Yeah, it looks high, but the soil will basically be at this level here. And it's just so we can look down and also get a cleaning rod in there if we need to. But yeah, we've got them dotted everywhere. I never thought we'd do this amount. Put the lid on. But now with these on, we can actually backfill properly.
Yes, it actually means we can start forming our finish heights now. So this made me very, very happy and excited when we put the first soil here yesterday. So that's what I painted yesterday, the waterproof protection paint. So where that line is, that's the height of the finished soil. And then we come across the drive to the other wall, and there's our other inspection drain pit there, and that's the height of the soil on that side. And while we're still beavering away, I've got the last bit of sand to get out my trailer. Yeah, Floki and Freya sleeping on the job as normal. Afternoon siesta. Impatient, Mr. Wright, impatient. Good for camera. I've been emptying all
I've been
this.
doing all day.
Honestly, he's such a fibber.
I have to fill, move, distribute.
If you believe this.
Well,
no.
do you ever see Julie?
Because you don't film me. He's very good at telling porcupines, Mr. Wright.
Well, you're not exactly coming rushing over to help.
Only because you pushed me out the way.
Look, the spade.
Oh, it's nice seeing him actually do some physical work instead of just...
A little children's spade.
Hey, mine's got a pointy end. Here we go, the tractor's out for the first time. Spring grass.
Just trying to do several things at once here. This little it's not a project, but basically earth removal to flatten this section off so the water doesn't rush down this slope right towards our garage retaining wall there. We want it nice and flat so the water will actually go this way in case it rains. So we're just leveling this side off, and we're going to try actually to slope it a tiny bit this way so it goes straight down the edge of the garden here. And while we're up here, we're still using the eco-worthy solar tracker, and it has worked flawlessly for what, 6 weeks or so now. And now we're in sort of nice spring sun. This thing wakes up just after 9 o'clock in the morning and follows this sun right round. So we've got our EcoFlow. I'm only using one EcoFlow Delta 2. That is near enough fully charged by 10 o'clock in the morning. So we haven't run out of power at all since installing this unit. Where before, where we've just got the panel on the wall down there by the garage, we're only getting an hour or two of full power. So really, really worth it. A lot of people said, well, why didn't you just buy extra panels? It'd have been a lot cheaper. Well, as you know, we are just using the EcoFlow, and it can only take the 50 volts and 500 watt of input power. And this is what this panel is. This is a 550 watt panel at around 50 volts, 48 volts. So when we increase our solar system, we can increase the number of panels, and I'll probably put 1 or 2 on here and then the rest on the roof. But for now, in our temporary situation, using just the EcoFlow, this is working perfectly. So I would really recommend this solar tracker if you've got a small solar need like us. And just coming on to these things, we were provided this, so I am endorsing it because it is working perfectly, but we will only review products that are useful to us. So if it doesn't have anything to do with what we do here, either solar, you know, we run a cycling business, so if it's nothing to do with bikes or batteries or anything like that, we won't touch it. So unless we can use it, we will not review it. So we've got a couple of things coming up in the future. Just be patient with us. We like getting this kit to try out, especially the mowers and the bikes and things like that. If it doesn't help us out, we just say no. And believe me, we do get offered some junk. Ugh. I'm just going to go down to the bottom now, and you can see where the soakaway is, or try and spot it. As you can see, there's hardly any evidence that we put in this soakaway and the 2 lines of drain. It's sinking a bit, but we're going to go over this several times, just pulling dirt. And once the grass starts growing again, which it will now, it's spring, yeah, it'll look fantastic. Our son came down earlier and we said, oh, we just put in the soakaway, and he couldn't see where we'd actually put it. So I think that's a project well done. We've just got to wait for the first big heavy rainstorm just to check out those 2 drain manholes to see whether the rain is pouring through and we're not going to get a big muddy mess here. We're going to leave the video here for this week. This is a Wednesday special because it was just too much to show last Sunday. We will see you next Sunday. We are going to do a review on a remote control lawnmower, and you saw that on the Sunday video previous where we cleared all of this area before we started the dig. So we'll see you next Sunday. Thumbs up, give us a subscribe, and we'll talk to you next week. Bye for now.